Hey, what's going on? I am making this video to call out this fuckery, because that's just what it is. Angela, you are on the run. You're hiding out at your mom's house like you always do. And if not at your mom's, at your grandma's. And then you're going to collaborate with a Tara Reid YouTuber to try and go against me in multiple different ways. Seriously, you have some issues that you need to take care of. Because you may have won a few small battles, but I'm winning the war that you chose to start. And all I did was help you, give you good advice, loved you at a point, and you're mad and salty because I don't want to deal with you. It's cool. Real cool. Because you're going to get karma for all that you've done. And everybody else, all the other minions that were in line taking their shots and blows at me. For what? Because you wanted to take a life insurance policy out on me? You wanted to try and steal my inheritance and what my grandfather left me? And because I have gifts and you wanted my gifts and stealing my energy with everybody else? And then you wanted to talk shit about me because my emotions were all over the place. Whose emotions wouldn't? Because you and the other minions, what the fuck y'all was doing? Seriously. Had the nerve to call me crazy? When I was speaking the truth? All of y'all try to say that I was crazy when I was speaking the truth and you knew I was speaking the truth. But you didn't want your fucking bullshit to get aired out. That's what that was. And it's cool. It is what it is. But just know that you are going to receive all the bad karma because all the negative energy, the voodoo dolls and death spells and sex magic and trying to block my housing, trying to get me kicked out, like stealing the little bit of finances I did have, and just doing all this fuckery shit, and want to make false police reports and all this and that and the other. I know. And then you want to try to astro project, do fuckery shit. You want to try to cloak your energy. You have free will. God gives everyone free will. Okay? What you do with your free will is your own decision. That's confirmation. So you can't be mad at nobody but your damn self. None of y'all can. Y'all can't be mad at me, and you can't be mad at anyone else, because at the end of the day, you had free will, and you made the decision. You made the decision to go against somebody that didn't have any kind of ill will towards you. I didn't have no ill will towards none of y'all. Unless you tried to hurt me or someone that I loved and cared about. Point, period, blank. And I still forgave y'all. And I apologize to myself for allowing myself to stay in that position. Because, like I've always said, I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes in my life. But it was how I was brought up. Because when you are raised around narcissistic, psychopath people, that's what you become. That's why it's called a family curse. You get sucked in that cycle. And you have the free will to break it. The only thing that people can do is try to give you advice and help you break out of that cycle. But I tried with all of y'all. And you wanted to say that I'm crazy and I'm this and I'm that and the other. But everything that I told y'all ended up coming true. Like when I was a kid, I predicted the World Trade Twin Towers getting hit. I predicted that when I was a kid, 15 years before it happened. So please, save your bullshit, okay? Because all the fuckery shit that all of y'all did, because all of y'all are guilty. All of y'all were involved in one way or another. Because you may have collaborated with 2, 3, 4, 5 people, and then there was another group, but you knew one person in the other group, and that's how all of y'all are tied. So you might as well just chalk it up to the game. Because you're only making it worse on yourself. Because you're continuously racking up karma because you're not taking accountability for your actions. For real. And all that fuckery shit, wanting to try to send somebody to my house to make me seem like I'm promiscuous and trying to give me syphilis and shit. Really? Like, y'all foul. And y'all clearly don't know me at all. Because I'm not that type of person. At all. And that's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all never knew me. But that's alright. Because at the end of the day, I know, God knows, the ancestors know what you did, and they know what I did in my past. And I take accountability for everything that I did. Because I always wasn't able to fully be myself because all of y'all were doing this magic shit and pulling on my energy and shit. And then how I was brought up. So I became a product of my environment. But once I got older, I realized that's not who I am, and that's who I don't want to be. And yeah, I got frustrated a lot of times because I got tired of being backstabbed by people who claimed that they loved me and cared about me. And some are even fucking strangers. Like, for real, man. And you just, all of y'all, all of y'all be doing this fuckery shit. Got the game fucked up, man. Because y'all gamble people's lives, man. Like, seriously. If you even had the slightest thought that somebody thinks that they're better than y'all, when 9 times out of 10, that's not even what they're thinking or anything. But if you think it, you're going to try to attack this person in any way, shape, or form because of jealousy, because of greediness, because of selfishness, self absorbed, narcissistic psychopaths. Like, that is like a perfect term to describe y'all. And I'm going to keep saying it. I'm not perfect. Nobody's meant to be perfect. But people are meant to have humanity, faith in humanity. Like, looking out for one another. Not trying to plot and scheme and rob people. We're here to spread hope and happiness and joy and being there, listening to people who need to be listened to, giving advice to people who need advice, giving a helping hand to somebody who needs a helping hand. Not to sit here and trying to one up somebody else and tear them down and take their lives in some cases. Because that's how much bitterness and greed and vengefulness and just dark. Because you didn't break the curse that was on you. And since you didn't break it, and because I'm the one that's breaking the cycles with narcissists, they're trying to come at me. Because I don't want to no longer be their punching bag. I no longer want them to continue to drain my energy. I no longer want them to make me feel this big again. No longer will you get me kicked out on some BS. And when I asked for help, you shunned me away. No longer will I tolerate that. No longer will you be able to get away with that. Just so we are very much clear. Because you no longer have power and control over any aspect of my life. No longer will you try to kill me for money. No longer will the abuse continue. No longer. Because all I did was try to be there for y'all and help y'all and love y'all, even though I didn't get it in return. And if I did, it was fake. Because you'll hee hee ha ha and be cool with me in my face, but then want to talk shit and backstab me. It's not right on so many levels. But it's cool. Till next time, love, peace, and prosperity.